other dips and things that you can make. Just want to go through a little bit of picky eating thing, because I think this might help you distinguish and determine how you can support your kids the best. So there's a lot of reasons for picky eating. Sometimes it's the addiction to the opiates. So if you're addicted to gluten and casein, you're going to eat nothing but that. So vegetables will seem uninteresting, meat will seem not interesting, you're just going to eat that. So if you see that, realize that might be going on. If you see that they eat a lot of processed foods or only one brand, it might be because they're addicted to the chemicals in that one brand, and that might help you get a sense of what's going on behind the scenes. Nutrient deficiencies, particularly zinc, creates poor sense of smell and appetite. So if your kids are sort of uninterested in food, or everything just tastes like mush or cardboard, it's not going to be very interesting. So realizing that, if that were going on for a particular child, that might really help them as well. And sometimes carbohydrates only in the diet might be because they're feeding some sort of a yeast or other substance. So be aware of all of these, and also look at textures, because if your child has a texture issue, be really creative on how to make everything crunchy or how to make everything smooth, whatever you think that your child might need, and just support them that way. So for picky eaters, always give them just one new thing and a small little amount of it, and allow them to explore it however they want, usually for often 15 times it might take them. They might want to touch it, they might want to smell it, they might want to play with it, they might want to make an art project with it, they might want to taste it and spit it out. Anything that they need to do to just get comfortable with it is a fine way to go. I'm not a feeding specialist, and there are people out there that are, so you can get a lot more good information from them as well. And then just stay positive, because I can tell you kids can sense it if you are anxious about these things. So just be aware, and you'll be amazed how many parents tell me that as soon as they implement, first they'll tell me they can't implement gluten and casein free because that's all their kids eat. But I encourage them to really try because of all the reasons we talked about. And then I can't tell you how many times parents have told me, my child is eating vegetables for the first time ever. Because once you get rid of those addictive foods, then they become so much more interested in everything else. So hold out hope that all you need is a little bit of time and a few changes, and you'll be really surprised. And chart your progress as you go, because you want to see what's helping and what's not. And sometimes things are fairly complex. And you want to see, is my child not doing so well today because maybe they're withdrawing from these opiates? Or did I add just a ton of soy or corn in? So by keeping a record, you can start to get a better sense of what's happening with that. And I just wanted to say I'm going to be here all weekend. During this lunch break right now, I have at my booth my books, my cooking DVD and recipes, all of that's over at my booth. I'd be happy to do a book signing at lunchtime, or come by and ask whatever questions you have. I'd be happy to support you any way I can. I also do consultations from all over, so any way I can support you, I'd be happy to do so. And thank you so much for Nourishing Hope.